What's going on, guys? Sorry, I was busy playing Sims. Welcome to Panaloids, Comic Books, and More, your ultimate source for weekly comic news, rumors, reviews, and creator interviews. I'm your host, Pierre, joined by our producer, Kyle, our historian, Jeremiah, and our rock, Dimitri. No pun intended by the news that we have. But we're still here, unlike multiverses. Too soon.
It's just funny because we just announced that there was a leak of 2 new characters, and now the game's canceled.
Game's canceled. Game's canceled. RIP to all 4 players. But with that, I introduce the nerdy news. Right, guys, so let's get into it right now. This might be my own note. I will admit it. Jurassic Park Rebirth dropped the trailer about 4 hours ago. So, very exciting for me. I don't know about you guys, but dinosaurs are fucking back. Dinosaurs are back. 2025, dinosaurs are back. That's going to be the big thing. Zombies, they're out. Superheroes, they're out. Dinosaurs, they're back. But yeah, I don't. Did anyone see the trailer? Or is it just me?
I have comments. Isn't
Do it.
this just Jurassic Park 3 all over again with Scarlett
Absolutely.
Johansson? Like that's all
Absolutely.
this is. Also,
No.
we did not see the raptors. Are we getting historically accurate raptors now with the feathers?
No. I think we're gonna
Feathers
get,
aren't cool.
I think we're going.
Who
the
are we,
opposite.
Jose?
We're doing the opposite here. We're gonna go super unrealistic. So if you watch the trailer, like myself, you have Scarlett Johansson. She's your lead person, and that guy,
Mahershala Ali. Mahershala Ali.
Maher Ali. Yeah, so he's gonna be there too. So come on, everyone loves him from Blade. Oh, that's right, that didn't happen. But yeah, so they're on an experimental island for the original Jurassic Park, where the dinosaurs that were too dangerous for the park were left. You know what I mean? So it's a bunch of like mishmashes.
This is just the plot of the Lost World. Like this is
No.
Jurassic Park 3 again.
This is the dinosaurs that were experiments. So like you're gonna get mishmashes, I think. That's how I got it. I think you're gonna get like a T-Rex with like arms that can actually do something.
July is going to be a very busy month. Every week,
For real.
you will have to be in the theater 3 weeks in a row because you've got Jurassic Park, you got Superman, and then you got Fantastic Four.
It's a good month. It's a good month to be born, baby. Let's go. All right, we're moving on. We got Lorcana news for you. Yeah, you know that game that like everyone plays, that card game by Disney that's similar to Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic the Gathering, but like it's Disney themed. The one that like we're all like avid collectors on. Well, they're gonna be doing something. They're gonna be giving you a free pack February 9th to February 15th. You'll be able to pick up a free pack. Why? Because they're desperate. Or because a new game mode's coming out, Lorcana Rush. What are your thoughts, guys?
Where are you going to be able to pick up this pack?
Anywhere that will give it to you for free.
So Lorcana is much more like Magic than it is Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's Lorcana, not Lorcana. It is a really interesting game because they have all these different mixtures of all the different Disney properties, but no Marvel yet. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Marvel will ever be introduced to Lorcana, but I just said Lorcana when it's Lorcana. Yeah. Yes. You got me. But like the fact that you have all this different crossover, collecting the cards is ridiculous because there is a rainbow rare of every single card. So if you are a completist, it is the most difficult game to complete in terms of collecting wise, which we'll talk about cards later. I have a discussion to have later. Not Lorcana cards, but just cards in general. We'll get there. But yeah, I've played a few games of Lorcana. It's fun. It's fine. I'm interested in this new this rush mode. So maybe if I can find a place that's giving it up for free.
I like how I put in the notes if Kyle is going to have a new addiction, but it looks like the person we have to fear for is Jeremiah. he is most likely to fall for this addiction.
Yes and no. We'll get there.
If Marvel becomes a thing of like part of this, I think it's done. Like we're all going down like easily. Yeah. Just for the collecting factor of it. I don't know about the playing, but we'll see. We'll see if it happens. Moving on, Captain America 4 is flying into movie theaters February 14th. What are you most excited about seeing? That's the question.
Harrison Ford shirtless.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. I want to say, why am I blanking on his name right now? Oh my god.
the leader.
No. Truth. Bradley.
I don't know. Oh,
Oh,
Isaiah Bradley.
Isaiah Bradley. That's it. Oh my god. I want to die now. Oh my god.
So
Isaiah
you're
Bradley. I'm
about
excited
him?
to see him
Okay.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you because I feel like we got like a little tease of like what like he has powers, but we didn't really see him in action. And I feel like
Mhm.
they're gonna touch on this whole like silent what's it called? Like he's like a spy, but what's the thing called where like you
Super
don't know you're
Soldier?
a spy?
Oh,
No,
double
no,
agent?
yes and no.
Sleeper spy? Sleeper
There
cell?
you go, sleeper agent. Sleeper agent. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, like he gets like awakened and then he like tries to go kill the president. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, that is going to be cool. So from what the director is saying, he's going to be relying more on tactics and combat expertise to get through situations. So being that he doesn't have powers, that's going to be the way he gets through things. He's going to fight the Hulk somehow.
It'll be
Get
interesting
through
to see in the streets of Washington, D.C. during the cherry blossom bloom. Like, that's a really cool idea.
it.
So,
Okay. Sounds like you're excited about the cherry blossoms. Captain Chaos, I'm excited for who gets the adamantium. Adamantium first.
close enough.
I got it. It's there. Jeremiah, say it for me. He left.
He's gone.
adamantium.
I'm sorry. Some of us were Spanish first. Okay, so
Oh, is
It's a
that
tricky
this week's
word.
excuse?
yep, that's it.
Uh,
What it's used for, and what the leader will look like. Okay, so I think that's going to be our introduction to the X-Men, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think
oh,
that's
you
my
are,
thing.
but it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, what? You don't think that's gonna? What do you think is gonna be?
You got to remember that, like, the adamantium has been used in a lot of different things in comics. Of course, Wolverine skeleton is the number one thing that it's used for, but like
Mhm.
Wolverine isn't in this universe yet, or if he is, it's now because of
Mhm.
Deadpool. So he's not this universe's Wolverine.
Mhm.
So yeah. Also, yeah, I agree with Jose Sanchez that Miss Marvel was kind of the first introduction to X-Men, and also the Marvels. After credit scene, we had Monica Binary. No, we had Maria Binary and Kelsey Grammer Beast. So
Mhm. Mhm. So, what do you think they're gonna use it for? Who would be a hero that comes to mind?
I oof, that's really tough. What I think that they'll use it for initially is to try to build an armor that's going to be stolen. So essentially going to be a new Iron Man armor, or Ironheart's going to get it, or Titanium Man, but vibranium.
Who's that samurai
I
he
mean,
fights in that one movie?
Silver Samurai.
Yeah, that one. Huh?
He's
Maybe he
he's
steals the
just a
suit.
robot in that movie. Oh yeah. Ooh, Samson.
Oh, Samson in the chat. Doctor Doom's mask. I
Just
guess. Yeah.
Latveria planting a
Good.
flag on Temetut.
Could could be a thing. Now, talking about Tematut, so he just like no one saw him. Like he just he was just there for like movies, like a lot of movies. He was just like there in the water.
It was referenced in 2 TV shows. It was referenced in Falcon and Winter Soldier on a web grab. It was mentioned in a newspaper article in the Marvels, and it was mentioned another place. I'm blanking on, but it has been mentioned.
The only thing that bothers me about that is the sizing of it and like how you can hide that much of him in the earth.
It's basically an island. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's perfect. It's perfect from the comics. Like it's identically ripped. Like it's perfect, but it just doesn't make sense to me, and that's the one part that bothers me. But we're gonna move on. Peter, aka Scarlet Spider 6, on TikTok asked Sam Raimi, Spider-Man, about his Spider-Man trilogy. Would the movies be better if the villains hadn't died at the end of each movie? And how would you want them to end if the villains didn't die?
I have thoughts.
Jeremiah has a lot.
I have
Jeremiah
thoughts
has a
on
lot.
this.
No, you go
I
first.
read this. I've read this in the notes, and my mind went immediately wild. So let's say in a perfect world, Ike Perlmutter didn't exist, and we didn't get screwed over on the Sam Raimi movies. And Sam got to do his grand plan and do one villain each movie, and then we get to the 6th one and we get the Sinister Six. So that I'm okay with them dying at the end because they would all be brought back for the Sinister Six. How they would have gotten brought back for the Sinister Six, in my opinion, it would have been Bruce Campbell, Mysterio, pulling all the strings where they aren't actually there. The Green Goblin is back, Doc Ock is back, Sandman is back, but it's not actually them. It's just Mysterio playing tricks on Peter. Like, I think that's how that would have gone. And I would have loved that very, very much. But that's just my, opinion, man.
I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Kyle, try to top that one.
So I can't, but I like that they all die. I want them to all die, and they need to just die. Because do we need the hero at the end of the movie going to the prison and listening to the villain sing Ave Maria? Do we need that? I don't think we need that.
I was gonna counter this, but now I can't, and you win. Because I did want them to live, but now they have to die.
Yeah,
they
like
all
for
have
what?
to
To
die.
like just get visitation rights. Like that's all it is. It's like no, thank you.
Yep. No, listen. You're both right, and can't argue this one. So, I guess we'll move on. In the current run of Detective Comics, Batman's newest love interest is Scarlet Martha Scott, the daughter of none other than Joe Chill, the man who murdered Bruce Wayne's parents. Is this to set up a future Daddy Chill panel, maybe?
I have a related / unrelated question. Okay, so 2 of us are married, 1 of us is engaged, and then you got Dimitri. Now, when it comes to dating, when it comes to courting someone, I could never, ever date a Lisa or an Elizabeth if their middle name was Lisa or Elizabeth, or even Josh, Jonathan, Anthony. Those are my other siblings. I couldn't date any of those people because they're the names of my siblings. Martha is his mother's name, and it's this bitch's middle name. Like, I still
I have
don't
a
think
question,
I could
though.
do that.
Because I'm not caught up on this Detective Comics run that made this decision here. Was her middle name Martha, or was her middle name chosen because her father killed Martha? Like a apology, some weird twisted like.
Look, I killed this bitch I want to name my daughter after her. Those
Not even
pearls.
the first name though. Like
That pearl
not feeling
necklace.
that bad, but we'll do the middle one.
Yeah, it's a little weird. But if you look at Batman in general, he's a little weird, right? So, like, he hangs out with kids. He has this obsession with his mom, and then you look at Penguin, same thing, like a kind of dark twist to him. So maybe they're just like a weird mom thing going on in the Batman universe that we're not privy to.
Yeah, that's
Right.
I'm
but
not gonna
named
follow
Martha.
Batman comic book. Oh, I'm sorry, Dimitri. What was that?
Oh, my bad. Named Martha by the mother, right? Because she's like remorseful of the father killing the family.
That's probably it though. Like it's probably the mother trying to make right and it just being awkward and not actually making it right.
Yeah. But I'm with Jeremiah. I couldn't date a sibling. I mean, couldn't date a person with the name of like a sibling or cousin even. It doesn't work.
Batman has slowly slipped down my comic books that I pick up. Hot take. Yeah.
Really?
Is it because Chip left, or because Chip
It
was
might be.
leaving?
It might be. I don't know what's happening, but I know I'm liking Wonder Woman a lot, so I know that. So, yep, she's got my heart right now. So yeah, that's our news, guys. Not too much to give you this week, but we do have a lot of collection acquisition, and I'll let Kyle take the lead on this. Let's go, Kyle.
I have a lot actually. First, a formal and polite but much needed fuck you to Jeremiah.
God, oh my God! I did not realize that the Batman Beyond you were missing was a Freddy Batman Beyond. I did not realize that.
You think I can afford this right now? You think I can afford this?
Holy
buy it.
And you went for it.
I went for it and just get it nice and close.
Why did this start with a fuck you, Jeremiah?
So
because I
was
made a comment about how he posted his pops, and I was like, "Oh, you're missing a Batman Beyond one," as a fucking joke. But
so you didn't know I was missing one?
No, I did not.
Because then I had to do a research project to prove you right. Anyway, it's cool. I'm happy, just not the right time. Pierre, I found your Christmas gift.
Okay,
So
that's
I will
a
show
little
it to you
early.
here.
It's the beginning of the year. Oh, wait, you're saying this is the Christmas gift you were going to give me that you lost. Gotcha.
That's why. That
I'm
little
very
guy
happy.
right there.
Thank you very much.
That's his first action
Should
figure.
I show you your Christmas gift? Because I've been holding on to it because I've been saying I'm going to come to your house and I just haven't. I have it. It's been sitting here. Everyone saw it already.
Then.
So, everyone here has seen your gift.
I'll wait.
Okay.
Because I'll do like a real TikTok.
All right.
Like alone. Where the filter makes me look better.
That sounds
I also got a lot of slabs. I am officially fired from thinking I know the grade of a book. I have failed one too many times now. I am no longer doing it. Jeremiah, you'll be getting photos and approving everything I send to CGC.
I'm A-okay with that.
Part of the excuse is time has been a factor. So I'm just grabbing one off eBay and I'm not inspecting it, and I'm expecting luck. This did not come back the grade I wanted.
Ooh.
Now I know it's a white cover, but I'm a little upset about that one.
Is there any paint rub on the back? Because a
9.0 it's gray on the back.
A 9.0 is bad.
And it looks. I mean, I pressed it too.
Well, I didn't press it.
Right. I mean, it would have helped if you did it more so, but imagine when it was before.
I remember.
This I'm
there
cool with.
We go.
Here's the problem. I won't say who, but I asked for a certain amount of signatures, and I'm missing John Pearson on multiple books. And I know he's there because I held him in my arms. So I'm missing him, and I don't know how to say this, but it's not the time to crack these books. You know? But these grades.
What are you holding up there? Why don't you tell people that are listening, Kyle?
Sorry, I forgot. We're also audio, guys. All right, so we have an Infernals #1 and a Mindset #1. This is the variant. The artist names escapes me for that cover.
They're so beautiful too. They're so fucking
The
beautiful.
9-0, which I'm upset about, is X-Men #1 is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
We don't talk about that, and I know. We just put that one away.
all
Put
right,
that one
so-
away. It hurts.
I thought you were
have
just trying
on
to
me.
make me
put
repeat
it
the
away.
pain.
Did
We
you
also
get these back from Sharon?
yes,
Okay, well, my
Just
book's
like
still
2 days
missing,
ago.
so-
Kill All Immortals #1, signed by Zach Kaplan.
Let's go.
9/6. I'm fine with that.
Such a good cover too. I mean, those books, those 3 specifically, those covers are so nice.
This one, a little dramatic effect here. I love that they
Uh-oh.
signed on the thighs,
Nice. Thunder
but it is a
Thighs.
9/8, so I'm rather pleased about that. I bought this
Absolute
at the con.
Batman.
Batman. Thank you, Pierre.
Absolute Batman #1, cover A, signed by Snyder and Dragotta. Oh, and this one,
Oh, you picked up a lot. Oh, this one I love. Oh wait, no way. Wait, what is going on here? Oh no, not it again. Not again.
now I knew this.
No.
No
Jeremiah
way.
did press this one, trying to save it. We did not think it was a 9. I think Jeremiah, if I remember correctly, you said a 9 too. If I was lucky,
I did.
I was not
yeah.
lucky.
Batman Beyond the White
9-2
Knight.
on
Nine
not
oh.
a good day, but hey, it's still rare as fuck.
Yeah, so I'm just collecting them now, graded and sketched on, and I'm just gonna keep doing it until I own more than other people own. I'm going to try and own more of these covers than anyone else in the world, and maybe one day we'll hit, and we'll get that 9/8. But they're
You
going for like
have
700 raw.
It's here. It's just you.
No.
You don't need to keep doing
No.
this.
I offered you thousands of dollars, and now it's worth more than that now.
No,
So,
it's not. Is it?
yeah,
Has it gone up?
A raw is 700.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh.
because you grade them and they don't come back high. So the raws are
going.
actually worth.
Keep sending them in.
I'm gonna keep doing
it.
I'm hurting their value by.
I
doing it.
wonder if there is a printing error that they keep catching. Because like, is there even a 9/8 on the census?
Yeah, there is. It's behind Pierre. No, there's. I think
Not
there's.
right now. Not right now. It's not, but it is.
I think there's 3 I know of on the census. The last time I checked.
I'm gonna check.
Wow.
But that's all my
Good
stuff.
book,
If
too.
anyone else wants to. Oh, I guess I have one more thing. I moved, so this is the room now. Obviously, it's not done. Obviously,
You
I need
acquired a
little more
whole
light.
house.
Yeah, I got the whole house in my collection here. I don't know if I want to keep this angle, but for the next few episodes, this is the angle and this is the lights because I have like 6 lights and it's still dark in here. So I'm trying. My little orb, it's not doing it. It's cool, but it's not doing it for me.
It's cool.
All right,
That's
so
it.
there is 37 9/8s.
37
Um,
9/8. Okay.
37
So I
9/8s.
checked.
6 are signature series.
I checked initially. Okay, so that makes more sense. I would say I checked initially. Probably the first con was New York after that book came out, and I
Because
checked
it came
then
out
to
in
see.
May. So,
Yeah.
And only one is signed across the chest.
True. So I was debating on something, and as this last 2 days have kind of unfolded, I believe that I am not going to do it, but we will see. We will see. So I am almost done pretty much with the Rivera collection. I am missing 2 comics at the moment that aren't published yet. One is going to be impossible to find because there's only one in the world of, and the other one has not popped up on eBay in the last 5 years, and I missed it last time it popped up on eBay and it sold for $14. So I decided I was going to collect Paulo Rivera comic cards. Cards are not expensive. They're like cheap, about as cheap as comics are. They're cool. It's something else for me to post on the Rivera collection. And then I started doing my research about it. So there's no online checklist for artists in Marvel card sets. So you basically have to go through each set to like figure out who's the artwork for what, right? So I was doing that, and in doing that, I already found my Grail card. It would be the printing plate of the Daredevil 1.50 card. The printing plate is $1,000. That's too much for a card. I know that's too much for a card. I don't intend on buying it, but it's called a Grail. It's called a Grail for a reason.
Okay.
So that's one thing. So I was looking up even more stuff. There's some like $300 and $500 and $600 cards, which again don't make sense because it's just a freaking card. So then I found a few that I'm like, what the absolute hell? And I'll probably send these so it's easier for clips. So this is a $750 card.
Okay.
It's made of glass.
I have questions at the end. Keep going.
Okay. And then you've got the beautiful Spider-Gwen. This is a $2,500 card. Yeah. And then the thing that made me die laughing, I just found this one before coming online here. This is a $25,000 card.
Is that Green Goblin?
It is Green Goblin from the Superior Spider-Man Team Up issue number 11 cover. Follow-up question. The fuck? Like, there's no reason. It's cardboard with a sticker on it. It shouldn't be valued more than Amazing Fantasy 15. Like, there's no reason. It's not even graded. Like, why? So if I do dip my toe in this venture of picking up comic cards, I'm not going to be a completist because clearly I do not have the financial wherewithal to be a completist. So there's my mini rant.
Okay. So you're saying, okay, so the plate is 1,000.
The plate is 1,000.
So to me, the plate at 1,000, if you bought that and told me, I wouldn't be mean about it.
Yeah,
because it is a plate.
That I can see. Yeah. It's a one of one. It's a plate.
The other cards, though, that's pushing it.
Like,
even if you had the money,
least,
like,
yeah.
Say you just had money, right? I hit the mic just like you. That's funny. Even if you had the money of just like no cares, right? Like you wouldn't lose sleep over any of that. That still would be like, that's a lot.
Yeah, like a comic is pages. A comic has history.
Not even that. Like a comic is a first appearance, a significant moment. A card is most likely art from the comic.
It is. Yeah, exactly. And not credited either. Like none of those credit Paulo Rivera on the card at all that he was the artwork for it.
Oh,
so like that's another thing that's annoying. So yeah, considering it, we'll see what happens. I may have already ordered a custom card binder. We'll see.
Dimitri, actually, if you want to chime in, I'll help you with the story. From my memory, the reason you said you're not going to have a complete Miles run was because of that one book that you can't even find on eBay. What it was like a
Fiona Staples one?
No.
The Comics Pro one. Yep.
Comics Pro, and but there's another Comics Pro that you can get. It's pricey, but you can get it. There's one that there's like what, a dozen?
Yeah.
Like I don't even think there's
was given out like a breakfast.
There's 25, yeah, that were given out at the Comics Pro Summit breakfast. Yeah.
But no, that does ruin. Like I think it's cool to have something that rare because if you do get it, like that's one of those like grail possessions that you probably would never sell. But in the same sentence, it kind of ruins things because like you can't ever complete. Like you can't ever complete a certain thing because of that.
Mm-hmm. And it's a dumb set for me to build because again, there's no checklist. This is just me looking and finding cards that have his artwork on it. And the majority of them are $2 to $3 to $5. Like the higher end ones are $15. And then you've got these stupid, crazy ones that are, look, why on earth? $25,000? Like the fuck?
No, it's pretty wild.
So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna jump in that, but
yeah, no, I'm gonna force myself not to look.
I will say this is a very good opportunity for us to maybe jump in on Lorcana.
No.
I'm just saying, we're starting at the bottom here. It might
Let me just
be
say
worth
this.
it one day.
Dice Masters.
I don't know what that
Ooh,
is.
okay. Okay.
Where are they now?
Oh.
You can't really, yeah, no. I mean, I
I
can't
went
say
hard.
shit. I was
Hard in Dice Masters. The gameplay I liked. I was playing with webcams with strangers I met on the internet, like literally pointing the webcam down.
That sounds like we gotta
Thousands of
unpack.
dollars. Had like the variants of cards.
Yeah,
this
but
is
see,
still a
this is
full
Steam.
Oh, that thing.
HeroClix set.
But HeroClix are still made. Dice Masters is done.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know. But we're gonna move on. I don't know if we really need to talk about our comic books, but let's do a comic talk. I've read Kingdom Come, so I followed along.
Yeah, you did.
We have a group chat or whatever, a thread in the Discord. And if you haven't joined, join our Discord at Panelids. Just invite yourself and come on in because we'll let you in.
Panelids.com is a button.
Panelids.com. But yeah, we all read Kingdom Come. It was sick. Jeremiah, I owe you not an apology, but I just owe you credits because I feel like you've mentioned this book so many times, and I've never read it. And I'm very surprised that I never did because it's exactly what I like. Like it's multiverses.
I'm curious what you think of Magog.
I don't know anything about him, but I like him. I like what he did.
Yeah.
I think he did what he had to do. Yeah, no, I don't know anything about him, but I like his horns.
One of my favorite things about comics that not a lot of people know, but that Alex Ross, not only is he absolutely incredible at artwork, he is insanely fast. To where each of those issues only took him a month to turn around. Think about that. 1 month to turn around all 4 of those issues. And he designed all the armor. He designed all the character designs, the Batman. I absolutely love his Deadman design for Kingdom Come. It's probably one of my favorite designs ever of a character. And he has cursed so many people to this day. There are certain artists, specifically Wonder Woman artists, who whenever they get a commission to do Wonder Woman, they will refuse to do the Kingdom Come armor because it's such a pain in the ass. And they hate Alex Ross for that specifically. Because not only is Alex Ross amazing at it, but he can knock out a Wonder Woman Kingdom Come armor piece in like an hour, where it takes many artists like a full day.
Yeah, no, I really like the art. I like the story. Again, multiverses, like that's my thing. Like I like when it's like a whole different universe, you know. So yeah, I'm just shocked that I never gave this a shot. And it's so like timeless. Like it's still such a good piece. The art style, like there's so many old comic books. I know Kyle doesn't read a lot of old books. Jeremiah, you'll always read old books, but I just can't get into like even like old X-Men, like original X-Men. I tried to, can't get into it.
Now I do want to get on my pedestal really quick. Because a lot of people have a lot of confusion. Kingdom Come was after Marvel's. People think that Marvel copied DC and had Alex Ross do a 4-part miniseries for them with Marvel's. Marvel's was in 1994. Kingdom Come was in 1996. I need people to fucking realize this because I'm sick of seeing that shit online that a quick Google search could fix.
You know, what was that recent book that I was telling everyone about? It was like Captain America in the future. I wish I'd remember the name of it, but it was
Avengers Twilight.
Yes.
Yeah, Avengers Twilight.
It gave me the same vibes. It gave me the same vibes.
Similar, yep.
I would like to see a continuation of this.
There is a documentary coming out about the creation of Kingdom Come.
No. Pass.
So I'm excited for that.
I want more of this universe. Give me more.
They have revisited it multiple times. Not through the lens of Alex Ross's artwork every time. A few times they have. there's a specific I was just packing up the other day because I am also moving. Shocker if you couldn't tell. But I have the Magog like one shot that has the foil cover. I don't know fucking where I got that, but I know I have it. I think it was a con exclusive. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah.
Yeah, someone in the Discord has the Magog Kingdom Come figure in a box still.
Yeah.
It was sick figure though.
They need to open it up, but
no, we don't do that. Kyle, what did you read?
I read Ultimate Spider-Man number 10. I don't want to talk ill about anyone, but if you go to the Discord, I shared a panel that made me very uneasy. That's all I will say.
All right. That's it. Follow the Discord. Dimitri, you read 2 things.
What? Oh, I did. Yeah. Oh, shit. Here we go.
Iron Man was one of them.
X-Force number 1.
Okay.
Iron by Man. That someone took over my my note. But Iron by Man. That's so cool, guys. That's so clever.
That was definitely fair.
Iron by Man. How neat. So X-Force was it's interesting. It kind of feels like it's like a venture book. Like it's just like its own separate thing from all the other X-Men books. I feel I've been kind of like dabbling a little bit, but Forge has this orb, and he's trying to, I guess, stabilize it and like make sure it's not like out of control. Like it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be like a universe, I'm assuming, but he doesn't know where it came from or what's it's about. But so yeah, he has a little team and he's trying to figure out how to stabilize the orb.
Man,
seems pretty cool. Yeah. And Iron by Man. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with it. It's interesting. It's like going into like magic. It's like something shut down its suit and you find out it's magic. And I'm just like, I feel like I haven't read anything like this, but I feel like I've been here before. Like I don't need to go here. There's a whole magic
interesting take.
thing
Interesting
to like,
take.
yeah. I don't know.
I get
it
it.
might
though.
not be for me.
It's just
right? Like it's just
I
like,
don't care.
Oh, okay.
Like what are you doing?
Come
No,
on.
who cares?
How many? Like I haven't been in this trope, and I already am tired of this trope. So I don't know. But yeah. I think I'm gonna keep reading X-Force because it seems cool. But Iron Man might be a one and done.
Word.
Now,
I was actually excited
honest,
to see what you were going to say about Iron Man. It wasn't what I thought.
It wasn't a glowing review.
What's that?
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. I'll try number 2 if I feel like it, but I don't think so.
I always do the 3-issue test. If you haven't hooked me by the 3rd issue, I can drop you. I'm willing to.
I think I'm going to try that.
Up to 3 issues.
That's a good.
So
yeah, I like that.
Alongside the magic thing, he lost his company before this issue. Now he has his company back, and it's like they're trying to take his company again. Okay, like that's another one of like, how many times are you gonna?
Yeah,
you in or you're out. Like
that's all he has. That's all he has. Take it from him.
I think it's Hammer's daughter is taking control of the company and is also taking control of his suits with magic and is the new Ironmonger.
Interesting.
But magic Ironmonger.
I don't know.
Interesting doesn't always
give
mean
a shot.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I mean. Like I just don't know. I'm also not a big. The cool thing was like it's the Iron Man suit from Invincible Iron Man that he's using right now. I didn't think he was still using that same armor. But
so the extremist
cool.
armor?
No, like it's like It's like very sleek. I can't. It's hard
Not,
to explain.
Marquez.
Oh, Bleeding Edge. The Bleeding Edge. The Bleeding Edge.
Market. Yeah.
Oh,
The
Marquez.
Marquez armor.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the one that
Yeah.
is heavily inspired Ironheart's first like Iron Man looking armor before it
Yeah.
went more abstract. Okay,
I didn't think he was
that's my
still
favorite
using
one.
that armor.
That's cool.
That's my interesting. It's cool. It fell out of place to my opinion. Like but it's interesting. I'll try it. I'll try to get to the issue 2. I could be out on issue 2, but I'll try it out. Back to you, Peter.
Well, we're just gonna quickly do our screen time here. This is the shows that we've been watching.
Before we jump into screen time, I will be honest. I have not watched last week's episode. Last week was my wife's birthday, and I had to take her to a very expensive dinner. Most money I've ever spent on a single meal in my entire life. Did you guys talk about Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man last week?
No, briefly.
Maria just walked in here and said, "You're the one that got the expensive steak." So
we talked about it, but very briefly, because only 2 people actually watched it.
So I watched the first 2 episodes last week. I love it. I believe I am owed an apology because, again, I have asked multiple times, tell me a bad animated Spider-Man show, and you still can't. So
I gave it a 1 out of 10 last week.
Clearly, we weren't watching the same show then.
I'm just kidding. I think I even said 10 out of 10, and I said I have to apologize to Jeremiah. So if you want to clip,
so there's my screen time rant.
Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right. It was a great show. And I don't know if that's Venom in the first episode. Spoiler. I don't know. I know it could be Venom. But I think it might be that other villain. And this was my. It is a
Clintar. It is confirmed to be a Clintar.
It's confirmed now.
It is confirmed.
Listen to the disappointment in Kyle's voice. It's confirmed. It's a Clintar.
Is that like confirmed from the website? The website.
Yeah, where's it confirmed from?
Clintar.com.
It's in credits. It's somewhere. Yeah. They're calling it symbiote alien or something.
Yeah. No, it said alien monsters. What the first credits said.
Yeah, they updated. It's symbiote.
Yeah.
I say Clintar because I own Clintar.com.
Fine, but what is it on top of?
No, that
it's on top of a Clintar. Yeah.
No. I think
go to Clintar.com. We got the lore of it all.
Yeah. I'm gonna put just one picture there. Just that.
There's a villain in the comics. I had this last week, but no one watched it, so I just had to hold on to it, and I don't have the information. But it's some she's like a moth lady. I forgot what her fucker name is.
A moth lady?
Yeah. See, this isn't gonna hit as well because I had the information last week, but no one watched it, and that was like the hottest thing out. It's crazy. I don't understand.
Moth lady?
Yeah. And this is a deep find. Jenny actually found it, not me, because I thought right away, I was like, oh, that's Venom. And she was like, why? I was like, I could tell by the eyes, it's 100% Venom. Like it's at least a symbiote.
It had tendrils, yeah.
Yeah. But she dove a little deeper and found someone. So I'd have to probably go back to this at some point. Because
all right, you guys get into what you watched.
Yeah. So me and Kyle have been watching Daima, Dragon Ball Daima, which I don't really have a lot to say other than it's good.
No, that's the same as me.
Yeah.
Shiki.
What?
Shiki? No, that's not her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
anyways, keep going.
Looking. She looks like that. Like she looks like Venom, like covered like a darker costume.
What are the aliens
like
from X-Men
or something?
Jeremiah.
Brood?
Yeah. Could it be one of them?
Oh yeah, it look kind of like a Brood.
Her name's Shathra. That's literally her name, Shathra in the comics.
Shathra.
Yeah.
But yes,
from like
Daima,
a different dimension from the astral plane who hunts Spider-Man as prey. She can change her shape, use paralyzing venom,
Oh shit, that looks identical to what was there.
Right. I didn't find this. Jenny found it. Shout out Jenny. So that
If I had a picture, I'd put it up here, guys.
Wow.
not Venom, Shothra. Deep dive.
With the symbiote on her.
Whether it's on or not, it could just be Shothra. But yeah, I was like, that's definitely a Venom. But yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
It could be alternate universe Venom, Shothra. I don't fucking know. But yeah. Anyways, Dragon Ball Z, Daima. Dragon Ball Daima, no Z.
My only question, the only real reason I wrote it in the notes was, is the season done?
No, it's not done. It's still going.
How did I catch up?
Because they skipped a week because of the new year.
I'm just so surprised I caught up on something that I'm like, there's no way.
It's not over. There's still a lot, and yeah, it's good.
No, it's been good.
We're starting to move into like adult anime. Not adult, but I think we're starting to move into like
a little more serious.
them being adults.
Yeah, let's go.
Them being adults. So, Severance. You watch Severance?
Okay, so Severance is absolutely the best thing on TV right now.
Should I bring up Ted Lasso? I mean, I don't know how this is comic book related here.
It's not, but it's thick sci-fi.
Ted Lasso's so good. Ted Lasso's
never
fucking good. So fucking good.
So Severance, the second season, you just absolutely have to watch. I have theories. I have. There's audiobooks of the book in the show. Like there's so much. I don't. If you're not watching Severance, I would say Apple TV is worth at least waiting till all of them come out and paying for a month just to binge it.
If you have a Roku TV, you get free 3 months of Apple TV.
Okay, there you go. Perfect.
So go buy a Roku TV.
Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
All right.
Sugar on Apple would like a word with you, Kyle.
No, I can't do it.
The only thing I'm going to mention is this one anime that I stumbled upon because I didn't have any more Daima. So have you ever wondered, hey, I'm going through my regular day life and like I what if someone just shot me and killed me, or like, I got hit by a car and like I died and I got turned into like a slime. I got reincarnated as like a slime. Have you ever wondered that? You're muted right now.
You can watch a reincarnated show, but I can't watch a reincarnated show.
But just hear me out. Have you ever done that? Like, you're just standing there on the corner one day and you're like, oh man, hopefully no one shoots me. And then someone shoots you and then like you're reincarnated as a slime. Like, have you ever wanted that or like thought like, hey, maybe that'll happen? Maybe that's a great idea.
No, not the reincarnated part.
So I just watched That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. It's the whole title gives away what happens. Yeah. But he's a slime in what seems like it's a video game world. And it's exciting because he gets new like things like right away. Like he's like learning about the world and gets like new powers, and they're like, oh, power up. So, and he's trying to figure out what he's in. I still don't know what he's in because I only watched episode 1. But
sounds like my reincarnated show.
Yours was weird though, because didn't the guy, he liked babies or something like that, or he came back as a child.
He reincarnated as a child,
right? And he
really got
women.
into being the child.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Really took it on.
Moving on. All right, we're gonna go through my favorite segment, Rumors Baby, because Kyle said so. So, Kyle, put up the picture for me. Actor Harry Goodwins, known for Sunset Drive and The Gentleman, is reportedly in talks with DC Studios to play Oliver Queen, aka Green Arrow, in James Gunn's new DCU. How do we feel about it?
I haven't seen his face yet.
Yeah, well,
I'm trying.
Boom. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Perfect. Mike Grell is so happy right now. I mean, that works. Even the tattoo.
That's not the picture I sent you. That's definitely not.
Your picture was blurry.
Okay. I like it.
This is what it actually looks like.
He's perfect.
Oh, no.
He makes me uneasy.
Oh, no, guys.
I like it. I'm kind of getting a little bricked up looking at it.
I don't like how he's looking in my eyes.
Make him Green Arrow and make Stephen Amell the other guy, like the red arrow, whatever his
Arsenal
name is. Oh, he's Roy Red Arrow
Harper
first.
No, we can't. No to this guy. No to that idea. So this is the
Make him
kind of
backbeat
guy
him.
that you go to like a bar, right? And like he somehow mingles his way into the conversation, and he acts like he's like your best friend, puts his arm around you and stuff, and gets like too much in your personal space, but like you think he's like a cool guy that just like really likes you and wants to be your friend, and then he robs
And
you
you
in the
start
parking
kissing
lot.
him. Wait,
Oh
what?
no!
Nope.
I mean that maybe
Yeah.
after he robs you.
Or before. That's how he got in my pocket.
I don't like him.
I like it. I think it's perfect. So yeah, we like your thoughts. Do you feel like that was a good cast for Green Arrow? Kit Harington is reportedly in discussions to portray Hush in Matt Reeves' The Batman 2. It's coming. Hush.
I mean,
Hush,
shouldn't they
baby.
just have Robin Pattinson play Hush as well? Like
That would make more sense, yes, but
That would
Kit
make more
Harington
sense. I agree.
is awesome to play this. But I do think they should like mishmash his face a little bit. Do like him with like like CGI Kit Harington's face meshed with Robert Pattinson.
No,
I'm okay with that.
No.
no, I don't. I'd prefer him in another role. Like I don't know if I want him in a villain that's not going to return role.
Why not? Hush is coming back, baby.
No, but like Kit Harington deserves like a trilogy
A
of his own.
reoccurring.
Yeah, Black Knight. Marvel Studios. That's my transition right into Marvel. Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige is considering bringing Jonathan Majors back into the MCU as Kang the Conqueror to help close off some loose ends. How do you feel about this?
I don't want to
No.
touch it.
Just
Do it. Do
Let's go,
it.
Dimitri. I'm gonna sit there with Dimitri and say, do it. Let's do it. See what happens.
Do it.
Yeah.
no.
You got no choice. Also,
Yep.
pay him a boatload
do
of
have
money for
choice.
firing him in the first place.
Yeah.
Samson's
Bring him
very
back.
excited.
Bring him
That's
back.
Wasn't
right.
he
Let's go.
found guilty
That's
though?
right.
No.
Nope.
They actually settled out of court, and all charges were dropped.
So here's the thing, right?
So
I am on the cusp of making the statement of if you go through the court process, you would hope that the judicial system did its due diligence to figure out.
Not nowadays.
But not only that statement, but settled out of court sometimes just means the paycheck
paid her
was
mom.
bigger than sitting in court.
yeah, I hear
So
that.
the undetermined is almost worse than the determined. Because if it was determined what actually happened and what he was found guilty of, then we could say, okay, he can now atone for this. He can make amends and become better. Everyone makes mistakes, but now we don't really know how
Yeah, I
grand,
know. Like,
if it's even worth.
don't know.
So I say no.
it's not like there was a video on it.
It's not worth touching at all. Like, it's just not.
You know?
I'm with Dimitri. Let's go, Dimitri. Woo! Bring him back.
Let's
Ryan
go.
Coogler is reportedly exploring a horror, supernatural, and thriller tone for Black Panther 3, with Denzel Washington rumored to play Achebe.
Achebe.
Achebe. Let's go. Thank you,
Achebe.
Dimitri. Mwah. Wait, no, you can't change how you say it now. You said it so confidently.
I did it right. I did it right. You're
You did it-
welcome.
I think you did it right, and then you did it again a different
did
way.
it right.
So
What's
I
this
don't know
Achebe?
this character very well,
Okay.
so I decided to look him up real quick. And
was
just
hoping
with the
you did.
little bit that I'm seeing, I would love it if he wasn't already in Black Panther.
What?
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that was
Oh.
So are they going to recast him and make him a bigger
Oh.
character than he was? Silly rumor. Moving on.
Oh, that's lame.
Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom will reportedly be in a one-and-done role in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, with the films explaining why he resembles Tony Stark.
So he's clearly not God Doom, is what we're learning. He's not God Doom. We're gonna get a God Doom. It's gonna be Cillian Murphy. Everyone will be happy. John Krasinski will show up as Doom again, or Mr. Fantastic again. He's gonna be the Maker.
Yeah, that's a very good. I agree 1000%. Because everyone will be so hype again and be like, "Oh my god, we got him!" Yep.
I just want the Maker. That's all I want.
We got Cillian Murphy.
You want Peter to die and the Maker to show up, and then Kyle will just be happy.
Yeah, I really like Ultimate everything.
We might get it. It would be a great if they did that. Yes, give Miles Teller, because I feel like he's the evil Reed Richards. If anyone, if you had to pick one of them, it's him. He's the bad one, like the bad movie one. You know what I mean?
I mean,
so you give it to him.
All kind of bad, but
yeah,
everyone knows that was the bad one, though. Everyone, like, if you're gonna pick one, that was the bad one. Yeah, exactly. New rumors suggest Paramount is developing a live-action Transformers film, which is what everyone's been asking for, featuring Shia LaBeouf, Megan Fox, and other original cast members in an Endgame-style finale for Michael Bay's universe. What more do we need from a Transformers movie?
Who's asking for this?
Everyone.
Like
Michael Bay
everyone's been asking
himself
for this.
asking for it.
Of course, he wants the bang bang money. Let Shyla be Shyla. If he wants to do it, let him do it. If he doesn't want to do it, leave him be. I can get my Megan Fox fix somewhere else. I don't need this.
No one does. We're going to move on. James Gunn has officially followed Carter Swan, senior producer at PlayStation. Could we be getting a DCU video game title soon? If so, what would you like to see first? Our current DCU projects are Batman Brave and the Bold, Swamp Thing, Superman Legacy, Creature Commandos, Lanterns, The Authority, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, Paradise Lost, Booster Gold, and Waller.
So this just says James Gunn has officially followed Carter Swan on what? On Instagram, on Twitter, on Blue Sky.
In real life, he's following him. He's literally behind him, following him in a Cybertruck. That's where he's following him.
Of all of these possible things, give me a Lanterns video game. Give me a video game where I can become a lantern and I have to protect a sector that gets attacked by a bunch of different things and I have to team up with other lanterns. Give me that. Okay. Or a Telltale Swamp Thing game.
Oh.
I don't think I have the patience for Telltale anymore, sadly.
Really?
Yeah, well, my brain is just rotted.
If the pandemic happens again, because we're going down that route, well, you'll have the patience again.
I like Telltale. Give me that, but like real art style. Like, don't give me like that like paper mache.
Oh, don't give me the shade cell shading like art style. Okay.
Yeah, give me something more real. But I actually would have wanted Batman Brave and the Bold. That would have been my choice. Just another Batman game, but like concentrated on Brave and the Bold.
Superman, but it is a complete ripoff and remake of the N64 Superman game.
Oh, the greatest, worst game.
You're just like
ever.
Flying through circles, like you're barely doing anything.
You get stuck in tubes.
Great graphics, looks just like the movie. Everything screams the movie. Call it Superman the movie video game, but it's just N64. You're flying through circles.
I'd be okay with that. I would 100% be on board for that.
They give it to you just a free game. Like, hey, yeah, go download this. It's sick. You go to download it, and you're like, what? What did they just give me? Yeah, I like that.
What happened to Wonder Woman? Weren't we supposed to get a Wonder Woman?
No, I don't think.
No, movie.
No, just movie.
Scrapped.
Oh no, not yet.
They scrapped it?
Not yet. It wasn't scrapped. It just wasn't a thing yet. That's all.
It's further down the road.
No, it is.
Yeah,
it's supposed to. Okay.
Yeah, we thought the initial rumors were they were going to do the Trinity, but we also thought that the Batman was part of it back then, like rumor-wise.
Yeah.
So,
and she's gonna be in there.
There's
she's
a whole
be,
thing with
in.
the Nemesis system being them doing a Wonder Woman with the Nemesis system.
Huh.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know where it is. Is the thing.
What if they did Wonder
Woman
Woman
in
as a video
development,
game,
but
and not movie?
So that was the other thing I was thinking with this rumor was that
I agree.
Maybe it's not that we're getting one of these movies or projects as a game, but maybe one game is an introduction to one of the characters. Like you get a Wonder Woman game, like that'd be sick, and then you just like boom, here you go. That'd be like the first time they did that. I feel like they're trying to do it with Miles. No, not really. I was gonna say if anything, it's the Miles from the animated movie that they're gonna probably pull that from. But yeah. All right. Well, we're here, guys. We're here.
Supergirl be the video game.
Interesting take.
Because who wants to look at the back of a dude all day?
I fucking hate that argument so much.
The cape slap in the back. Okay, I gotcha. Guys, we're here for a very important thing. You guys came for this. We came for it. Everyone came for it. Fantastic Four First Steps trailer. It's out. It's here. We got Herbie. We got Galactus. We got comic accurate thing. We've got a bunch of little Easter eggs to go over. What are you most excited to see in Fantastic Four First Steps? Drop it in the comments below. Now let's talk Easter eggs. Future Foundation. We see a real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Future Foundation right on the screen. Jeremiah, explain it.
The original Future Foundation was the team that was formed after Johnny died at the hands of the Annihilus Wave, and Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four. They took up the initiative of being basically the Fantastic Four's Future Foundation and to bring in younger heroes and train them properly. I think the ranks ended up leading to like 25 different members. A few Moloids. Frankie led them for a long time. Dragon Man was a part of them, who I'm really hoping we get to see in this movie, but I doubt we will. So it's just another version of the Fantastic Four, just with a bigger depth chart.
Yeah, I think they're one of like the biggest, or I guess most notable teams, right? At this point. Yeah.
Definitely one of the most powerful.
Cool. Yeah, so we get to see that. So I don't know exactly what this movie's going to do with that, but we did get a tease about it. My next question is about the Fantastic Car. What's so special about it? Because we did get it. What's the big deal? Why do people love
fly.
That thing so much?
Anytime it crashes into a building, it's a great story. And it can break apart into five different cars. I think it's supposed to be 4 originally, but I think they changed it to 5. It's just a fun little. It's a fun little Easter egg.
I will say from this trailer, it looks like a 2-seater.
So it does look like a 2-seater, but it like opens up and then 2 more seats pop up in the back, and then it can split apart.
Okay. All right. Guess we'll see. So we've got one of the most notable locations and home to our Fantastic Four, the Baxter Building, which brings up another question. Who is buying the Avengers Tower in the 616 universe? Because for a while, we thought it was them.
Yeah. It's probably Rexon.
Hydra.
Or Hydra, yeah.
Someone else.
AIM. It's going to be AIM. Because we haven't gotten AIM yet, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's MODOK.
Please, MODOK.
I kind of hope they bring Hydra back. I know it sounds messed up to say. It's so weird to say, like, out
especially
loud.
Coming from a black man.
Right. They just need like a consolidated villain, like a constant force of like, we're against this thing. That's my take.
They brought Hydra back in real life. We don't need it in the movies.
Oh.
So yeah. Got a lot to unpack on that one.
We did get the
Anyways,
Baxter Building. It is on the banks of the Hudson River, like the Baxter Building is in the comics. So it has access to the water. Yeah, it's exciting.
I'm still stunned by all the responses there. Whose big head is that? That's right. We got somebody. We see a shadow. Is it a Watcher? Is it a Blastoise? No, it's Galactus.
No.
For those who don't know, who is
not.
he, Jeremiah?
No, you're
You
both
Galactus.
all wrong. Everyone's wrong. It's Galacta.
Who do you think it is?
Galacta.
You think it's Galacta?
They didn't just introduce her in Marvel Rivals in
You
such
think
a
this
strong
is
way.
Galacta,
Not throw her in
not
the movie.
Galactus.
Absolutely.
But we
Okay.
already
Hot
have
take.
we already have a actor for Galactus, and we saw his face.
But
in a
what we
teaser.
saw could be Galacta coming to warn Earth that her daddy's coming by.
Galacta.
Galactus first appeared in Fantastic Four number
gender.
48 alongside the Silver Surfer. He appears on the final page and he speaks, which means it is an appearance, not a cameo. Yeah, he devours worlds. Yeah, he's not a villain. That's what people need to realize. See, it's not a villain because he isn't doing anything out of a villainous reasoning. He's doing what is necessary to survive. That is not villainy. Like when CEOs get shot down, that is not villainy. It's what you need to do to survive.
But he's too small.
Yeah, he's gonna grow and shrink because he can do that. And he's probably shrinking down so he can have a conversation with Reed, who is working with dimensional traveling. And I believe Galactus is coming to him asking if he can go to a dimension without populated planets so he doesn't have to kill people. If Reed can figure out a way to get him into a dimension where he doesn't have to kill people.
Or he lets them kill this universe and they all leave. They're like, oh, gotta go. Whoops, we couldn't save you. Sorry.
Spoiler, Pedro Pascal is actually the maker.
I'm sorry. You gotta go. I gotta save my family. So yeah. We got the world's most lovable robot, Herbie. Jeremiah, he's everything you wanted and more.
Oh yeah, Herbie's great. Originally designed for the Fantastic Four cartoon in 1983, so they didn't have to show the Human Torch, which they barely showed the Human Torch in this trailer. Which I'm okay with holding off on showing Johnny. But yeah, Herbie looks and sounds exactly like Herbie. My only hang up with the entire trailer, Thing's voice. Did that throw anyone else?
Oh, we want to go down this path right now? I'm ready.
Oh yeah.
I like his voice is my only issue.
So it's not.
Can we sonic bully it to where it's a gravelier voice?
Yeah, it needed to be a little rockier. I 100% agree.
I think they chose the actor perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think they finally were like, hey, this character is blank. Let's do the right thing, right? They finally kind of did things right? But the voice is wrong. And I know that going full CG was the right choice. But why does the full CG not look as good as it did 10 to 15 years ago?
I think part of it is practical effects.
Mm-mm.
It's all CG.
Full CG. And my issue is it doesn't look bad at all. It just doesn't look like he fits in the world. Like he looks like he's a different texture. Like if you took a cartoon and put it in Roger Rabbit, that's what it felt. Now I'm talking to an extreme, right? I don't think it's horrible. I don't think it just has a little bit off feeling that it doesn't quite fit. The voice doesn't quite fit. And I think they didn't get the profile right. And I think because it's full CG, The side profile looks good, and angle looks good, but when that camera's dead on his face straight, it does not look good. It does not look like the Thing. Every other angle looks like a comic accurate Thing. But if you get like a straight on angle, okay, and maybe it does look comic accurate to comics from 60 years ago.
Why are you hating on comics from 60 years ago?
Because his face looks funny. I don't like his face. I just don't like his face.
I think he looks perfect. He looks perfect.
Do you know who else thinks he looks perfect? Alicia Masters.
Okay.
That is a deep cut joke.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It took me a minute. Yep. It's good. Alicia Masters, for anyone that doesn't know, is who dates the Thing, and she is blind.
Correct.
Yep.
It's a good one, Jeremiah.
Very good. So we see him in his famous trench coat, so I'll check that one off our list. We did get to see that. Samson in the chat, I like that. He looks worse than Korg. I felt like he looked very similar to Korg. So, in a way, like it gave me that, like they separated him enough from Korg to be his own thing. But, yeah.
Hot
All
take.
Right. Costumes. Whether you like them or not, they are accurate. What issue are they from, Jeremiah?
I couldn't tell you that because they did not wear...
256.
Interesting. You pulled that out. Okay. Fantastic Four issue 256?
No, I have no idea. I just
so they didn't get costumes
numbers.
until issue number 2. Was the first time they ever wore costumes. But the Thing didn't wear like a full bodysuit until the John Byrne run. So you're probably not off from far from that number.
There was a whole like heated battle that I was reading on online about literally the costumes and people hating on the Thing. Like, why is he in a costume? It's like he did have a costume at one point.
Yes,
but
yes,
it only lasted for like 2 or 3 issues, maybe even the same issue where like at the end of it he like rips off the top of like his costume. He's like, I'm not wearing that. Mm-hmm. So
it was from I believe it was from the John Byrne run. So in the 200s for sure.
I feel like that's gonna happen. So I think
we're definitely getting tights or underwear Thing for sure.
Yeah. I'm calling it right now. 3/4 of the movie, he'll have his full suit. Last part of the movie rips off. So, like in a battle, he's just gonna they're gonna be fighting. It's like I'm released. I have release.
It's time, and then
that's it. That's the line. Yep. Not I have release. That's not it. That's not the line. Reed Richards appears to be working on a chalkboard on some multiversal equations. People believe this scene to be edited. If you look on his chalkboard, it seems a little long for just one normal guy. And you don't see his left hand. So he's probably got his powers already in the scene, and he's doing all his stretchy thing with his arm and doing science, all the way on the other side of the chalkboard while he's on this side. We've seen it before. They're going to, I think, do that. But I think the fact that he has his powers already and he's looking into multiversal makes me think that he's not from this universe.
Like he's not from the universe that he's currently in?
Right. I think
interesting.
Either them going to space caused it. Like, I think, okay, this is far-fetched, but I think the Fantastic Four from this universe went off to space. And then this Fantastic Four came back from like a different universe. And I think they're from the 616 universe. And the reason why I believe this is in Multiverse of Madness. If you remember, Doctor Strange mentions the Fantastic Four charting in the 60s. He's like, didn't you guys chart in the 60s? So I think this family is from the 60s, and they either came from this universe, their universe, wherever it came from, but they went to this new universe that they're in, and they're trying to figure their way back. That's like he's trying to figure his way back, and that's how we're gonna get our Fantastic Four. Is they always were from our universe, they just didn't know how they got there. Yeah, so that's.
I love that idea. That Pierre.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is a genius idea. That the cosmic rays that affected them not only affected them by giving them powers, but changed the universe that they were in due to like a wormhole or something. And he's trying to figure out how to get back. I love that idea. I love that idea.
Could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. Just my idea.
Yes, probably, but it's a good idea.
Kind of sounds like Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it does kind of. Yeah. Speaking of apes.
Jeremiah, just read the next one.
John Malkovich is most likely playing the Red Ghost. Who is the Red Ghost? Why? Of course you ask. The Red Ghost is Ivan Kragoff, who is a scientist who is also affected by the cosmic rays. And he tried to replicate the experiment using apes. Now, he had 3 primary apes. And yes, I am looking up their names because I didn't know them offhand. You had Niccolo, okay. You had Igor, and you had Petror. Now, you should keep Petror away from Kitty Pryde because the name alone will probably... Colossus, Spider-Man, Star-Lord, those are all Peters that she dated. So that was the joke.
Good one.
Anywho, yeah, so he tries to recreate the Fantastic Four using these apes, and he's somewhat successful. They also get powers. He has the power to go invisible and to become intangible, but it is countered by Sue. Whenever Sue uses her force field, he has to become tangible again, which is really interesting. The first time that we ever meet Uatu, the Watcher, is when the Thing battles Red Ghost for the first time. The first thing that Uatu ever witnesses in the universe is those two fighting. So, which takes place in, this issue right here. Fantastic Four, number 13.
Yeah, I noticed that at the top of the segment that you had it behind you, and I didn't want to reference it because I was looking at like how much it would be to buy one like before we hopped on. But yeah, nice. I'm glad that you have it.
It's not mine. It is not mine. This is an issue that is being pressed. It is not my issue. But one of the things that I do want to say, John Malkovich, most likely playing Red Ghost, who is a Russian character. Please do not use his Rounders voice. For the love of fuck. If you don't know what I'm referring to, Rounders is a movie with Matt Damon.
I have a DVD.
Where he's a gambler and he gambles underground and he goes against John Malkovich, who is a Russian gambler. Do you have my money? Is literally how he talks.
I've seen the clips.
Like,
legitimately. TikTok a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not 100%. I don't think it's confirmed that he's Red Ghost, but I feel like he's Red Ghost.
He looks just like Red Ghost. He's got the trench coat. He's got the hair. It makes sense for the story where if you're correct, just spitballing here, hardcore spitballing. If you're correct, this Fantastic Four is not from this universe. They come in. He sees the cosmic rays that affected them. He wants to do the experiment, but with apes. So that's why he's got a problem with them. And then Galactus shows up and that distracts. And he's definitely the B villain. He's not the A villain. He's definitely the B villain. So,
yeah. Could make sense. Because I feel like that's how they became famous too. Like they came back from space and they're like, oh my God, like they have all these powers. I don't know. We'll see. The other things that we might get in this, Jeremiah, Mole Man.
I would love Mole Man. I would love Mole Man so goddamn much. That would be my number one Fantastic Four villain. That if I could see in live action, it'd be Mole Man.
It's a very strong.
How tall is Mole Man? 5'1".
My man.
There's a very strong rumor. It's almost a fact that he's going to be in this. So look out for him. And an explanation to why Tony Stark is Dr. Doom. I feel like that's where Dr. Doom, or at least Tony Stark's Dr. Doom, is from. So
that makes sense, yeah.
I don't even think we're actually going to see Tony as Dr. Doom. Like, I think we're just going to see Doom in this universe.
Just a mask? You don't think he's going to have room?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that'd be the easy way to do it.
It'd be better if he didn't, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Not that my opinion matters, but
we'll see. So, with that being said, which are you more excited for, Superman or Fantastic Four First Steps? And which do you think will be better?
I think Oli, I think Arn, I think Tully, and I think Rick said it best.
Fantastic Four it is.
All right. Really
That was
that one scripted there.
That was a reference to the Four Horsemen in WCW, the original Four Horsemen.
He did a good job. Yep. I think it's.
I only know like 2 of them in the original.
I think Superman Legacy has a better trailer, but I think Fantastic Four is going to be the better movie.
Hot take.
I think Superman will be better because I think they're going to let James Gunn have way more of a leash, or way less of a leash this time around, because a lot of DC's issues were too much editorial controlling the narrative. And I think they're really trying to get away from that and throw it to James Gunn. And I think Superman will be better simply because of that, and because it's the beginning. While Fantastic Four, as Pierre's coming up with theories, has to find a way to tie itself in to a lot of pre-existing movies.
It has to be a puzzle piece, not a corner.
Yeah. I don't think that's the alone factor that's going to make Superman better. I think generally Superman's going to be, say, an 8, and I think Fantastic Four is going to be a 7.5. Solely judging off the 2 trailers, that's my rating. They're going to be very close, but I think Superman's going to be slightly better.
Yep.
So I think Superman would have been better had Jason Segel played Guy Gardner instead of the other guy. I think I told Kyle that in the first trailer, because like it looked like him at first, and I was like, oh, but that would have been so cool. I think Fantastic Four is going to be pretty cool. What I would like to see, and this is just like a speculation, like so we know that Doctor Strange is not going to be in the next Avengers movie. Kind of like Thor with what's it called? Shit. I had this whole thought out. Kind of like where's Thor in Civil War.
Okay.
I would have liked Doctor Strange to show up in this of like, oh, like here's where I am during my movie, or like after my movie, I end up here because of incursions and whatever. And that would explain a lot. Don't need it.
Okay. So either way, we're getting both of them and Jurassic Park in July.
All in the same month.
Get ready.
I need to find
Get ready. That's a wrap for this episode.
I have to actually watch that trailer.
That's it. We're done. And more. This is comic books and more. We give you the more. That was the more. Thanks for hanging out with us. Be sure to follow for more comic news, reviews, and creator interviews. Want to keep the conversation going? Join our Discord and connect with fellow comic fans. They're awesome. They're good people. And we read books together. It's really cute, actually. It's very cutesy. The link's in the description. See you next time. Jeremiah, I don't think you